Hey guys, what's going on? So in this video today I want to go over what Lady Deathstrike can do for you if you are a free-to-play player. So let's get right into it. So Lady Deathstrike and what she can do for you: she is a villain, tech, global, and brawler. She's also on Weapon X, and then the other traits that are on there aren't really, useful right now. So basically, let's kind of go over her traits and what I think she can do. I think she is probably the most advantageous character for free-to-play people. I don't think she's going to be anything super amazing like in arena or anything, but I think in general she can kind of help your roster a little bit more than Silver Samurai can. And then if you're free to play, you're probably not getting Omega Red this first time around. So let's just touch on Weapon X. I don't think Weapon X is going to be required for a legendary. I think future legendaries are always going to have a character that was in the battle pass, the whatever the daily objective battle pass was, the way that Captain Sam was required, and the way that Polaris was required as well. So I don't think Weapon X, I don't think you have to worry too much about Weapon X being used for a legendary event. And then basically let's just go over Villain, Global, Tech, and Brawler. So Villain campaign, I don't think there's any call for Villain Tech alone. I'm fairly certain there's not. So she can help you get through villains 1 through 6 if you don't have her, or if you don't have enough villains or anything. But basically what I think she's going to do, and what a lot of people are kind of counting on when it comes to her and what you might consider as free to play, is even if you're not close to Doom, where they have the tech requirements, she can still help you out in beta. She can also help you out in alpha just because the requirements. Obviously Weapon X isn't needed in gamma at the moment. Who knows if that'll ever happen. But I think she can be a solid raid character for you. She doesn't have too much sustainability, but she does have some, which is nice. You can see that in her passive here, and my game just crashed. Alright, so back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my game crashing. Basically, I just think with tech, she might be able to help you in alpha and beta, especially since she has sustainability in her passive. On turn, heal for 20% of this character's max health when this character drops below 60% health, gain 2 death proof. That can go a long way, especially with this Marvel Strike Force 2.0 that we're in, or Great Reset, or whatever you want to call it. That has a lot of use, and that is a T4 I'm definitely going to be using, because I will be using her in Doom 2. If you are close to Doom 2, I think she's probably, tech is kind of the trickiest part of Doom 2, and I think that she will definitely be a good fourth. The first three are Kestrel, Doom, and Doc Ock, and then she can be a good fourth, and then kind of the fifth is just up in the air. So I think she really does have a lot of viability for free-to-play people, and I think you should consider her as free-to-play people. And then let's go over also what else she can go and cover, basically, if you invest into her. And this is, obviously, for example, her the origin daily that comes around that will get you tech gear. You have to have ISO 5 on her, so just have that considered. But everything else, you will obviously have to develop her, but hopefully you can get to this content. So let's go over that content real quick. So what I have here is a little guide that I've built, and it will be available to people at some point. It will be behind a Patreon. So if you're interested in kind of like a big rundown of all the characters and what they can cover, that will be out sometime in November. I'm working on it. I also want to say that if you are, subscribed on Twitch, then you will not have to pay the Patreon. You will still have access to this. But let's kind of go over, and I kind of built this, and this is what I'm going to use going forward when I go over these characters and what they can cover. Basically, all the kind of dailies and stuff that they can cover. So she really only has 3 things that she can cover that are kind of tied in with the dailies or events or legendaries. That's medical supply run, so that's going to get you your blitz charges, your raid heals, and your DD Dark Dimension heals. Then we have orb fragments. Medical supply run, I believe, requires brawlers and something else, and then orb fragments requires global. And then she can also help you with the original industry, but that's behind ISO 5, so she can help you with that. Like I said, I think this is a character that you can invest in as free to play, and I think has a little bit more, is kind of the character that is for free-to-play people, or could be used for free-to-play people in this patch. But yeah, that's going to cover it for what Lady Deathstrike can do for you if you're free-to-play or light spender, or also all sorts of stuff. Let me know if you think I missed anything. Oh, I'm also running her as striker, and I'm not going to go over T-Force too much or ISO recommendations, but I'm running her as striker just because of her bleeds, and basically Depends what you're running her as. If you're using her in raids mostly, I can understand skirmisher, raider, or striker. It's really just up to you, but I think with Weapon X, if you have access to all 5 characters, then you should do striker. That's just my opinion. Obviously, it's good to listen to a bunch of other content creators and have their point of view. And then T4 is, again, if you're just trying to use her in raids or potentially use her in raids, I really like that passive, I think. But yeah, that's going to do it for my rundown of Lady Deathstrike, what you can do with her as free-to-play, if she's advantageous for you as free-to-play, all that great stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. On this channel, I do guides, I do orb openings, and I do streams, and I do all sorts of Marvel Strike Force stuff. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, join the Discord, follow me on Twitch, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.